Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, we're doing a sliced up mouth. We're going to start by doing our brows with Ardell's brow pomade in dark brown, and then we're going to carve them out and clean them up with a little bit of the Master Conceal from Maybelline. Next, we're going to go into our base. Use my primer and my favorite foundation, which is Maybelline Superstay foundation with their primer, which I'm loving. And then I set it with Airspun setting powder. Next, we're going to go in and do the eyes with Huda Beauty's Coral Obsessions. I'm just going to do a quick little eye to go with this look, but Huda sent me a gift, and I was so blessed with it, and so I thought, well, let's make sure we incorporate it into these Halloween looks of mine. So today was the day. So, but this palette is amazing. It blends out so well. The colors are super pigmented and super freaking gorgeous. I need the new ones now. I usually use about 3 different shades in the crease. As you can see, I put on a base color in the crease, then we did a little bit deeper, and now we're going to the deepest orangey coral shade in that palette. And I'm going to pop a little bit of a yellow on that lid, just to get a little pop, a little oomph, so it's not so orangey, peachy toned. But the palette's so cute. I love it. There we go. There's the yellow. So pretty, pretty, pretty. Here we are using Ulta Beauty's Contour Kit just to warm up the face a little bit. And now when we go in and do the Liquid Latex, I will go back in with this once the Liquid Latex is down, put the base on it to make it all the same skin tone, and then I will use this to go back in and make sure our contour is still in there on top of that Liquid Latex. So keep this handy. We're not done with it yet. As usual, Tarte's Amazonian Clay Blush and Party. I'm really hoping they have a holiday set of these because I'm grabbing it this year. Next, we're going in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora Glow Kit, and we're using that nice color right in the top center. I want to say, I'm not even sure what it's called, but that nice silvery color. It's such a wham bam highlight, which I love, and it was great for this look. Super great. And she blends out so well. So here we are. Both sides of the face are done now. Oh yeah, girl. Gotta speed up the process. Can't show you everything, else we'll be here for a full 30 minutes. Y'all don't want that. It's Liquid Latex time. I got this from Amazon a while ago for like 10 bucks. Of course, you get it around Halloween season, and you will be here spending like 20 bucks on that stuff. So I got it for like 10. Anyways, here we are. We're just gonna layer Liquid Latex down in the shape that we want it. Keep in mind if you have any hairs that this will pull when we're done. I'm laying actually toilet paper down for this. It was just better for this to make it look like skin flaps and the texture of it and everything like that. You got to be careful about the texture stuff that you use, or else it's not going to give you the same effect that you want. But I put a few layers down, and then later when we put more Liquid Latex on it, it's gonna, it'll all even itself out. But you really don't want too many straight edges on here because it will show through. You want them all uneven and jagged and all that. So when you're ripping and laying Liquid Latex, just make sure nothing is too straight. It will show through. But yeah, put as many layers as you want. Cover everything in Liquid Latex between each layer, and then make sure the edges aren't too straight, and you can make sure you're layering it around the skin and making it as even and building it up. Here we are, you guys. Just let it dry down completely before you add any makeup to it, or else you're going to ruin your brushes. And then it's not going to adhere the way you want. See how it's drying down? It's almost yellowed. Here we are going in with Huda Beauty's Demi Matte Cream Lipstick and a Boy Collector. Let me tell you, this red is amazing and it's super comfortable. Next, we're going to pull out the Morphe 350M palette. And I'm going to dust over everything. Now, I did go in, I didn't show it, but I did go in and I put foundation over where we had the Liquid Latex. Now, to get your perfect skin color, sometimes you have to go a little bit darker on the foundation. So keep that in mind when you are putting your foundation on here, or you put a concealer on to help it, and then set it. Then I'm going in and putting a dusting of eyeshadows on, it's irritated, its skin, it's been lifted, it's been cut. Your skin should be irritated, so keep that in mind when you're in here doing this stuff. That's what you should be doing. Adding irritation, blending it all in, all that jazz. When I was using that palette, I was using the red tones first, then some browns to make sure they weren't too bright, and then on the insides of the skins, I was using the darkest color possible because I ended up filling it with blood, so you're not going to see it, but you want to make sure that you keep it as dark as possible on the inside, so going with the darkest is best. But once you go on with the blood on the inside, you want to cover those flaps completely. You can even go on the inside with a liquid lip or a body paint to help deepen it even more. But don't be scared to pull it away, and if those pull up, just lay down some liquid latex and let it dry again, or even lash glue. Whatever works for you works, because I had to glue down that bottom flap. As you see me pulling on it before, I had to relay it down. Here we're going in with Mehron's Coagulated blood. Now this stuff does stay put, unlike most other bloods. So what I'm doing is I'm just going with a small brush, layering it on everything, getting around the edges of everything to see how it looks, to determine how much more I really want to put on this bad boy. And we got pretty sloppy with it, but I do a single layer on everything, go, okay, where are we at with this? What do we want to do with it? And figure out how it should look. And I just knew something like this, as you see here, is not enough for what I wanted. So I cover everything, make sure that each side of the flaps are good. That way, if I decide to open them and show people, we're covered. It shouldn't look like toilet paper. It should look like skin flaps that have been opened. Now, to get the drips that I have, coagulated blood does not drip generally like that. You put it on and it stays put, but it looks wet. What I have to do is I have to cover the brush well, and then I kind of spin it on my skin. You'll see me do that further in the video, and it'll create those drips. But once it drips, it really drips. But once it's not too heavy, it'll stay where it's at. And you'll see what I mean, because it'll drip in the video and everything like that. Coagulated blood, definitely, it doesn't drip all over the place as long as it's not too much. There you go. There's a twisting effect that I do to get those little drippies, but in the front, it ended up being too much. But it definitely stays put, and it stays shiny. Stage blood, or if you get the cheap vampire blood at Walmart, they dry and turn vampire blood dries and does this like weird brownish color after a while. Don't do that. It's a Anyways, here's the finished look for today. I hope you guys loved it as much as I did. And you can do this with all kinds of cuts and wounds that you want to do. It doesn't have to be this. So thanks so much for hanging. I'll see you in our next tutorial. Love you.